So, Taylor did poetry with me last year. She survived a year of it already, right? So she kind of knows some of what we're going to do today. But my idea here, you guys hear me, you hear me use this word all the time, how that context, right? That everything exists in a context. There's a state for it, a way of thinking about something in relation to something else to create a bigger and deeper understanding, right? Well, with poetry, like this, right? I've printed off some poems for you. I want you to choose one today to work with, all right? Sometimes you don't understand what something's about. You need to create a context for it. You only have the tools available to you. It's kind of like, eating candy right now. You only have the candy available to you because we don't have pizza and we don't have time to go get the pizza, right? So the candy, this creates that kind of a context for us, but it's better than nothing, yeah? But it's understandable. Now, a poem, I can read this poem on a page, right, and say, Ode to Vinyl Records, and the needle lowers into the groove. But it's just words on a page, right? I need you guys to be able to take any poem from the stack that you want, agree on. I want you to...
Attention teacher.
So what I want you to do is I want you to take a poem, your choice, out of this stack, and they're all pretty short. One's a little different than the others. One's a little longer, but it's plain English. This one we've actually all read before. Taylor, you read it last year, a little Cosmic Dust poem. We've done that. Brian Turner is an Iraq veteran that has written a couple books of poetry. Pretty crazy stuff, pretty visceral. I think we read this last year. We should read your bullet. I want you to take a poem, and I want you to contextualize it with things that are physical. So I want you to think of how you could pantomime or do charades while the poem's being read. Think of the tone the poem needs to be read in, so who would read it. Draw pictures to represent words, right? And scenes. And I have markers for you. I have paper. I have whatever you need. And we're doing it this way because this is old school, right? This is old school. We're going to physicalize the poem, and you're going to present that to me. And then I'm going to show you a different way to contextualize a poem and see if you can't do something completely original and electronic with that. You can use, should you choose this, you can use whatever sound effects you want from your phones, from music, whatever you need, okay? Whatever you need. If there's something on a computer you need that you want on a screen while this is happening that you think helps physicalize this poem and bring it to life, do it, because you're making connections. If there are puns, how can you relay all at once 3 levels of meaning of one word, right? You guys figure it out. You guys decide what poem you want to work with, okay? Fair? All right? What was it, Ayana?
Carl said we have won like 300 strawberries at home. So it's ironic that the candy you gave us. I said I've been eating these for a week.
All right, perfect. So go ahead, choose your poems, and...
Do that have to be different?
No, I want you to choose one poem. Just one poem for the group of you to collaborate on. So you guys all work together to figure it out, draw your pictures, do it all together. And the poem that we do, that we recontextualize a different way, same thing. Now Taylor's done this before, so if you have any, she's seen it, she's participated in it, doing this before, so she can lead you guys a bit with it, okay? All right. You haven't read poetry with me in a while. All right.
It's probably that, but I almost feel like it could be the gun.
See, I'm with Chris on this one.
How could it be the gun? The gun.
It's not the gun the whole time.
It's
not.
He starts the end, it sounds more like the gun.
Yeah, it's like
what
it's
do you
like
want?
I'm
And the
sending
bullet's like, I'm
you
telling you what I
into
want, blood.
the kill.
So you tell me the
If
gun.
a body is what you want, I mean.
So he presented him with the body.
It's a poem, of course.
Right.
It can.
It can. It's metaphorical.
If a body is what you want, then here is bone and gristle and flesh. Here is the clavicle snapped wish, that aorta's open valves, the leaf dot makes at the synaptic gap. Here is the adrenaline rush you crave, that inexorable flight, that insane puncture into heat and blood. And I dare you to finish what you've started. Because here, bullet, here is where I complete the word you bring hissing through the air. Here is where I moan the barrel's cold esophagus, triggering my tongue's explosive for the rifling I have inside of me. Each twist of the round spun deeper, because here, bullet, here is where the world ends, every time.